Year and new vigor as the administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu intensifies efforts to deepen development in Lagos, with Governor Sanwo-Olu pledging that the Supreme Court judgment, which affirmed his electoral victory, will spur him to build on the achievements of his administration. Residents can expect more development in the state. Welcome to another episode of Inside Lagos. I'm Otedola. Salam Adeniyi.
Ẹni tí ò dé kò yìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ẹni ò dé kò yìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Mo ní pé bó o bá dé kò yìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Àwọn òyìnbó débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Haúsá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Àwọn Ìgbò débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Gbogbo Yorùbá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tí wọ́n mú lọ. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ẹni òde kò yìn ẹkù kan. Èkó ò ní bàjẹ́ lórí àwa. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ọ̀pọ̀ ò bá dé kò yìn ẹkù.
Heads of security agencies, members of the Nigerian Legion, religious and traditional rulers have joined Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to celebrate this year's Armed Forces Remembrance Day at the Tafawa Balewa Square here in Lagos. It's a solemn day of reflection at the Remembrance Arcade, Tafawa Balewa Square, Lagos. Every year, Nigerians set out to remember their fallen heroes, men and women that served the country. On the front line, many have paid the supreme price while serving the nation. And so it is customary that on the 15th of January, they are remembered. Governor Sanwo-Olu inspects the Guard of Honor. The governor, alongside his deputy, Lady Reeds, as a mark of respect to the fallen heroes. The wreath-laying ceremony climaxed the 2024 Armed Forces Remembrance Day. The 21-gun salute and release of pigeons are all in honor of personnel of the Army, Air Force, Navy, and the police who paid the supreme prize. Governor Sanwo-Olu spoke on the significance of the day.
It's a day to continue to pray for the repose of the fallen heroes and for serving officers to know that the country will continue to appreciate their gallant work, even while they are alive or even when they pass on, as it has become a national significant day that everybody must honor them, appreciate them, and wish them well and continue to encourage them.
In December 2023, Mr. Sanwo-Olu donated 50 million naira to the State Council of the Nigerian Legion as part of his administration's commitment to make life easy for legionnaires and families of the fallen heroes.
All of us know that the pledge is there, and definitely by the time we get it, we will use it according to our needs, according to the expectation of the beneficiaries of the Nigerian Legion. Even the aged one and the weak ones among them are expected to be properly taken care of. Their welfare needs to be met, and that of the dependents of fallen heroes, especially the widows who take care of the children, and the children too are orphaned. And meeting these needs requires a lot of finance, and we thank God that the governor is always there to support us in occasions like this, and even not really during this occasion alone. We enjoy the support of the governor monthly in Lagos State by God's grace.
Mrs. Oluwaseyi Ilia lost her husband, Major Yerima Ilia, in 2017.
He was right in the northeast. It was only when he decided to have a pass to come to the house, he couldn't make it again. As if he was pushed to the house to die. And that was how I lost my husband. My husband is an infantry and a gallant officer. Major Ilia, may his soul continue to rest in peace.
This event also honors veterans of World War I and II, as well as the Nigerian Civil War. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has hailed the judgment of the Supreme Court, which affirmed his victory in the March 18, 2023 governorship election in the state. The governor said the verdict of the Apex Court will spur him to work more for the development of the state.
Governor Sanwo-Olu said the judgment of the Supreme Court revalidated the position of residents of Lagos who freely cast their ballots on March 18, 2023. The governor said the legal victory will spur his government to continue on the trajectory of progress that it started in 2019, which has resulted in many achievements in various sectors.
It's all behind us now, right? And we need to be also very gracious, in victory. But the victory is not about us. It's really for all of our teaming supporters and Lagosians in general, right? Because what the victory does, or what the affirmation or the confirmation does, is that he propels us to want to do more, but it also gives us the validity, and the fact that the citizens have confirmed, and the various institutions that have been set up has also confirmed, us as a legitimate government. So my message out is first to thank Lagosians for their patience, to thank you for your confidence in us, and for us to assure you that for every strength we have, we will continue to serve you, we will continue to work with you, we will continue to ensure that the greater Lagos, which is what we had promised, is on course.
For Governor Sanwo-Olu, the victory is not just for himself and his deputy, Obafemi Hamzat, but for the rule of law, democracy, and the people of Lagos State. He again extended the hands of fellowship to his opponents to show their love for the state by joining the train of progressive governance.
Indeed, if you are passionate about the Lagos journey and you're passionate about governance in Lagos, then you have a space. You have, in whatever form, and we have a space, and we can only but say that we're here to do the work, do it better, do it quicker, do it faster, because we are running against time. We've got less than 4 years of our second term to also work. So we're happy. We're excited that this is behind us now, right? And we can only but hope that all the things we're doing to make Lagos, to sustain Lagos, as a commercial economic nerve center of our country, is not reversed. Is not in any form, reduced. So we are committed to putting in our very best to all of my colleagues that are here. It's a vote of assurance. At least they all get to keep their jobs, and we're probably just going to double our effort and expect that Lagosians will feel it in our hospitals. I see comments online, where we are, globally and in Africa. We feel it in our schools. We see it in all of our, rate of our exam, passing. We feel it in our higher institutions. They've never stopped to work. We feel it on the roads. We're continuing to improve, our integrated urban mass transportation system that we promised.
Governor Sanwo-Olu polled a total of 762,134 votes, securing a comfortable margin of 449,805 to defeat his main challenger, Gbadebo Root's rival of Labour Party, who scored 312,329 votes. Olajide Adediran of the People's Democratic Party came third in the election, having received 62,449 votes. Oh no!
Governor Sanwo-Olu has received a donation of 1 billion naira from renowned philanthropist and entrepreneur Femi Otedola. The gesture is to support security in the state through the Lagos State Security Trust Fund.
Tell them.
Yes, sir. Very well, sir. Thank you very much.
Governor Sanwo-Olu received the donation from Otedola in the company of the chairman of the trust fund, Kehinde Duro-Simieti, the executive secretary of the fund, Abdulrazak Balogun, and other government officials during a symbolic event at the Lagos House, Marina. Femi Otedola, the chairman of Geregu Power Plant and son of the Third Republic Governor of Lagos State, the late Sir Michael Otedola, was represented at the event by his daughter.
My father has taken an interest in this fund since its inception and has from time to time made contributions to it. Over the years, the fund has continued to live up to its mandate and has remained very relevant in the security architecture of our Lagos State. This is why my father has decided to commit another donation of 1 billion naira to the fund to ensure the continuity and critical work being done by the fund, making him to date the highest individual donor to the fund. Lagos State is one of the few states in Nigeria where people move around freely without much worry about security, even in the dead of night. In fact, in this crazy Christmas celebratory period we've just had, there has been no notable security breach, so we thank God for that. While thanking the gallant men and women who make this possible, we should also recognize the role of the Lagos State Security Fund in enabling them to do so.
Governor Sanwo-Olu said the 1 billion naira donation, which is the largest individual donation into the Lagos State Security Trust Fund, will go a long way in creating a more peaceful atmosphere and conducive business environment for economic benefits for investors and residents.
Security, it's everybody's business, and you alluded to even the very recent, yellow tide season that we are still in, and there are no known breaches of major security issues in the state and in the city. I think this is a very important point to note, and we need to indeed first be thankful to God, but more importantly know too well that people were out to ensure that that also happened. We're able to surmount a very eventful period like that. Goes to show that we need to commend ourselves. But that commendation is also not just for us, it's also for the men and women, the Nigerian police, the Lagos State Police Command, who also have the constitutional responsibility to continue to do that. Not only are we creating an atmosphere that all of us can live peacefully and happily, we're actually also creating economic benefit into our communities, into our environment, and that in itself improves opportunity, and just bring about a better societal, engagement that we all have. So it's a call that the 1 billion that he has donated is not the limit. In fact, there are no limits at all. We're putting it out there that he has not won the Guinness Book. Let others come and do more, so that they can outpace him. But today it's about him, and it's about what he stands for.
The Lagos State Security Trust Fund was established by an act of the Lagos State House of Assembly in 2007 to source for resources from corporate organizations and well-meaning individuals to support security agencies with crime-fighting equipment.
Talk about good road, talk about Sanwo-Olu, talk about good life. Sanwo-Olu lele, ìtẹ̀síwájú lele, jọmọ àṣírí lele, Sanwo-Olu lele, mo kíra fún Sanwo-Olu àti deputy wa.
More than 1,000 beneficiaries have received startup parks at the 2023 Micro Enterprise Support Initiative program of the Lagos State government through the Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation. At the event, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who was represented by his deputy Obafemi Hamzat, reiterated the commitment of his administration to alleviate poverty in the state. Have a listen.
These are the new set of youths taken from unemployment to become wealth creators. A total of 11,885 participants have benefited from the Lagos State Government Micro-Enterprise Support Scheme across 19 skills acquisition centers in the state in the past 4 years. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who was represented by his deputy Obafemi Hamzat, is excited to be here. He said this gesture is one of the measures put in place by his administration to alleviate poverty.
A lot of us in our country, we complain about everything. So, no problem gets solved by complaining. Problem gets solved when people take actions. And we can see what this, I selected them, not because, but I just wanted to show you what is possible when we take actions. When they started, they have nothing. But today, this man has 2 shops. The third one is loading. She has started, she's doing extremely well. So the bottom line for me is that next year, by God's grace, some of you will come and give testimony here. You need to do bookkeeping. How do you keep accounts? How do you progress your business? There will be challenges. So don't worry about those problems. Look for the people like this that have done very well. And I pray that they will continue to do well. So it is important for you also to understand that there are opportunities. Lagos State has various programs. So that is what my message to you is. That's what Lagos State wants from you. So that next year, you have employed 2 more people, or you have employed 3 more people, or even employ 1 person. That way, that's the only way nations develop.
For the Commissioner for Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Cecilia Bolajidada, the state government is aware of the plight of the less privileged in the society and will ensure that no one is left behind in the provision of equal opportunities for everyone to succeed.
The Lagos State Micro-Enterprise Support Initiative is an economic intervention program for indigent, vulnerable, and graduates of our skills acquisition centers in Lagos State. This event marks an important milestone in our efforts to alleviate poverty and empower the most vulnerable members of our society. The Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, at the second tenure of his administration, has reiterated his unwavering commitment to implement policies using the Teams Plus agenda, an all-inclusive initiative geared towards economic growth and development in order to build a greater Lagos.
Working tools were provided for the participants towards enhancing their trades. These include milling and sewing machines, professional air dryers, bobbin clippers with sterilizing units and generators, popcorn machines, shawarma grillers and toasting machines, nail pens, industrial cookers, tile laying machines, as well as garri processing equipment, among others.
I feel excited. I appreciate Lagos State Governor for this initiative, and we thank the Lagos State Women Affairs, Commissioner for Women Affairs. We appreciate them for this. God will continue to bless them.
I really appreciate what they give to me. They gave me sewing machine, and may God continue to bless our governor and our Honorable Cecilia Dada.
The Lagos State Micro-Enterprise Support Initiative is an economic intervention program for indigents, the vulnerable, and those trained at the skills acquisition centers in the state. The Lagos State Ministry of Establishments and Training has partnered the UKAID to train more than 3,000 civil servants in the state. The program, which took place at the Public Service Staff Development Center in Magodo area of the state, include information security, software development, web and graphic designing, among others.
Staff of Lagos State government should be able to perform their functions better with the knowledge they are going to gain here, to leverage on technology to increase the standard of their performance and the delivery of services to the Lagos State people.
Data is the currency, is the new currency, and Lagos State being one of the largest public service in Nigeria, it's apposite that all our public servants are digitally literate. That's what brought it up, so that everybody will be, you must just move with the train. You can't afford to lag behind.
I think with tech, service delivery will be up high in the state government, and it's really going to enhance productivity. And I'd want to thank the Lagos State government, the governor, Otedola, Sanwo-Olu, for bringing this together.
The training for 3,000 public servants is beneficial, as it will help me to be productive at my work, digital literacy, staying safe online, and most of all, it's going to increase my productivity. Things that might take me like 2 days, and at the just snap of my finger, I'm exposed to digital tools that will help me to do things easier and faster.
Governor Sanwo-Olu has urged the Super Eagles of Nigeria to give their best to win the 2024 Africa Cup of Nations holding in Côte d'Ivoire. The governor told the Super Eagles to make Nigeria proud at the 34th edition of the tournament by winning the Continental Trophy for a fourth time, having won the title in 1980, 1994 and 2013. Governor Sanwo-Olu spoke at the dinner he hosted for the team at the Lagos House Marina after they returned from their training camp in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates, UAE. Have a listen.
Players and officials of the Super Eagles were hosted by the Executive Governor of Lagos State before they departed the shores of the country for the biggest soccer fiesta on the continent of Africa, this time Côte d'Ivoire AFCON 2023.
Mr. President and the entire cabinet are wishing them the best, and we're probably just going to be supporting them with our prayers, and some of us will find time to also go and support them in person, so that they know that we are indeed, supporting them with everything that we have.
There's no better time for this team to conquer Africa and to be at top of African football than now. And like I told them, it's they need to win this for the country. They need to win this for Mr. President.
They should know that the entire country is looking up to them. Nigerians want results. It's not to just go to Côte d'Ivoire, then I say, okay, we participated, then we're back. No, Nigeria won the trophy, because it's been long that we won it last. And this is the best time to make Nigerians happy.
Some Nigerians who spoke to TVC News expressed pessimism ahead of the tournament.
For the coaching part of it, I'm not going to lie to you. We are lacking so many things, As a player, I'm telling you the reality of football. Player will have everything. We're lacking only the technical aspect of it. We'll have everything in the team.
Some officials told TVC News that they are confident that the Eagles will do the country proud in Côte d'Ivoire.
That the vibe I'm getting is the vibe of 2013, where we all literally wrote off the Super Eagles, but yet they went to South Africa and came back with a trophy. And that's the vibe I'm getting.
You know, support, the moral support that is needed. You know, this different Super Eagle. Nigerians are going to see a different thing in Abidjan. And I think this let's do it again is a very good slogan.
Can't wait to get it started. You know, we're excited. I know we haven't really been putting out the performances that Nigerians expect of late, but I think we're working.
With the support of the Nigerians, prayers, everything, inshallah, we're going there to make Nigeria proud.
It's been 11 years since Nigeria lifted the AFCON trophy aloft. 2023 will be another asset test for the best soccer players donning the green and white color of Nigeria.
Having won the last legal battle over his electoral victory, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and his deputy Obafemi Hamzat can now concentrate on governance as residents of Lagos expect more for the state to become greater. And that does it on to this edition of Inside Lagos. Many thanks for being a part of it. I'm Adedoja. Salam Adeni.